What is going on, everybody? Sorry, I am late. And also, I'm going to have to make this quick because I have a client at 4 o'clock. So, as you saw on the thumbnail, I am going to talk to you guys today about Kevin Samuels. I was asked to watch a video, and a specific video by Kevin Samuels. And so the one that I watched was High Value Women. And so I wanted to kind of break it down, wanted to look up some definitions and all this stuff with you guys. But yeah, I wasn't completely prepared. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to see if I can look this up. And the reason why I wanted to do this is because that's how he started off his show. He started off the show defining high value. And I just went to I'm on dictionary.com right now. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share this screen. I'm going to share this screen with you all. Actually, I'm going to read it to you from dictionary.com. Value, relative worth, merit, or importance. Definition number 2, monetary or material worth, as in commerce or trade. Number 3, the worth of something in terms of the amount of other things for which it can be exchanged, or in terms of some medium of exchange. And number 4, equivalent worth or return in money, materials, and services. That's the definition of value. I also want to look up asset. Asset, a useful and desirable thing or quality. Number 2, a single item of ownership having exchange value. Number 3, in intelligence, a person followed or spied upon to obtain information as a participant in an operation. An asset may be consenting, forced, as by blackmail, or unaware of being used. And then also I want to look up quality. Quality, an essential or distinctive characteristic, property, or attribute. Number 2, character or nature, as belonging to or distinguishing a thing. Number 3, character with respect to fineness or grade of excellence. And 4, high grade, superiority, and excellence. So, as I said, the reason why I wanted to start off that way is because that's how he started off his video. So the one that I watched, as I said, was a high value woman. He reviewed his video of high value men. And he gave his definition, which he said wasn't his own. So what I'm going to do, I am going to share screen this time. And I'm going to play the beginning because this is where my review starts. And y'all know me. Y'all probably not going to get the review that y'all were expecting, but I'm going to break down what I saw.
Kevin Samuels.
Okay.
I'm a professional men's image consultant, life coach, and all around decent dude. And my job is to help you guys look good, smell great, and be your best each and every day.
So first of all, let's stop right there. He says he is image, and he is a life coach. Kevin Samuels is how he kind of degrades women, people, but Black women. So first of all, what I saw immediately, as I continue to let this here play, like I said, I'm different. I'm going to look at this thing different. You're going to get the whole aspect. You're going to get Tawana. You're going to get me. Iyanla Vanzant, she is one person that I'm going to sit here and kind of compare him to. There's another YouTuber, David Groggins. These are life coaches. They are coaches. They do not talk to people the way that he does. You do not have to talk to people in the way that he does. There are people who agree with him. There are people who have said, oh, but he be telling the truth and he give people an opportunity, but all they want to do is argue back with him and all that stuff. Okay, so Tawana is looking at him, and I guess that what he is doing is he wants to portray an image to you all. Okay, but he's got his suit on, his suit and his tie and his cufflinks and all this, looking like he is sipping on some rum. Okay, as the video continues on, I find that that's not rum that he is drinking on, but this is the image. Okay, so I'm not a man, right? But I know about image. So since I am still sharing the screen with you, we know Steve Harvey. I'm not going to say Steve Harvey is the best man, but he is a guy that we all know is known for wearing suits. When a man sits and he's wearing a suit, what is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? You unbutton when you're sitting down. That's what men do. Mr. High Value Man. Now, I know, a particular person is going to look at this video and they're going to be mad. They're going to say that I'm tearing him down. No, that's not my point, is not to tear him down. But my point is to say that first off the top, that as I watch his video, what he does a lot of is adjusting. He does a lot of adjusting. He's adjusting his cufflinks. He's doing that over and over. He's adjusting his suit. Well, if off the top, you unbutton your suit, you do all that, you would be comfortable. You can say and do what you got to do, because the image that you portray, you're used to wearing suits all of the time. So comfortable. The top. So I said that. So the fact that he's looking so sophisticated, he looks like he's drinking on some rum or something. I don't know what that is he's drinking. The lists that he goes down, they're not equal. And it looks like I may not have very good Wi-Fi service. So y'all let me know. This image is showing me that I have a bad signal. Let me know if I need to switch to my cell phone data. So let me go ahead and run this here banner real quick, because I am going to go back. I'm about to go back right now and share the screen again. And hopefully I can get us to the right spot. So,
to be for real, most of you over here, because over here we talk about relationships.
All right, so here's his list right here.
Asking many questions. Another leads only to more questions. And lastly, and probably one of the most important things, and these are in no particular order except with the money,
this is his list of a high value man that he makes this much money, $10K a month, that he's been making this amount of money for 3 to 5 years. He's accepted by his group of other high value men, that his network is with high value men, that he has visibility, and that his utility. This is all about the high value man. But when he gets into his list about the woman, oh, why is this list so different? He goes in and he Googles high value man and woman. And I see people in the comments, people always want to start talking about the Proverbs woman. Y'all got that all wrong. A Proverbs woman is not at all about these things that he is saying. People just don't even get it. I'm not here to be no biblical scholar or any of that. But when y'all want to talk about the Bible, y'all want to talk about Ruth and Naomi and all of this stuff, let me tell you, the thing about about that whole story is the fact that she was willing to leave her family to join his family, to make his God her God. It wasn't about, oh, now I'm going to submit to you and I'm going to do what you want and I'm going to lay at your feet and I'm going to do all that. Is not. So people in the comments over there, that, ew, that's so not what that was about. So what else did I write down? So he says the discipline of a woman does not prevent. Oh, yeah. So he goes into his list, right? So let me see how quickly we can get to his list.
You must be useful to others and the group. These are.
I didn't start writing down the times that I wanted to get into until like way later.
Just like as a man, you must be useful to others and the group.
Let's see.
Frankly, to be a truly high-value woman, you must be useful to others and the group, in particular, men.
You heard that? So the very first thing he says on his list is for a woman to have high value, she must be useful to men. Please tell me, why is that? Why does the very first thing that makes a man high value is his money, but the first thing that makes a woman high value is how valuable she is to men? Then later on, as he starts to talk, he says that she has to be valued to the group, to other women, which he only talks about just for a little while, but to other women, to society, to animals, to children, to all these people, but yet men only have to be as valuable and accepting by other high value men? Come on. What kind of sense does that even make? Then as he goes further along, and I definitely don't want to jump ahead of myself. Life coaching. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna end up jumping ahead of myself. Okay, because I did start writing down the times. So at about when he's at 1 hour and 43, we're gonna jump right up into here. 1 hour 43. He said to me he was asking for a fight, and that's not what coaches do.
It's a mistake just because a man makes money like you have access to. But let's get on to
it's not what a coach does.
You think a man at 35 or 40 is too old. So what you want is a young millionaire.
No, not a millionaire.
Yeah, well, you want a young man who's earning $300,000 or more, and they don't do that legally.
Right.
So you know what that means? You're gonna be right. Danger zone. Here's another one for you.
Hold on. 143.
I'm not trying to be rude, but a 22-year-old young lady's opinions are worth what I can write on the back of a stamp.
Well, so he was talking to her, and he was telling her, pretty much that at her young age, what she's asking for, she's not gonna get in a young man. She's gonna have to find it in an older man. But then he lost his point because he just kept trying to argue with her. But if you were a life coach, you wouldn't try to do this whole banter that you're doing. That's what I saw in this whole thing with him. Dude, I swear, I was just watching this and I'm just getting mad. I'm like, I can't stick with this. He was making me mad. It was getting really, really hard. And I swear, I must have been writing my numbers backwards too. So high value woman, I feel like he also was trying to say that she's dumb. A high value woman is dumb. So let's see if I wrote this down correctly. Let's see, hold on.
And you're coming and saying, hey, take me. I'm an adjustable 6, and take my hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. I'm not going to pay a bill around here. That's fine. What's he going to get from you? A wife.
Hold on. 1 hour and 41 minutes. So Sorry, y'all, bear with me.
I'm not your peer, little girl.
Okay.
That's what I said earlier. I'm not your fucking peer. You're 22.
Right.
Act like
Okay. Okay. So pretty much you're telling me I can have all that, but if I'm not an 8 or a 9,
what I'm telling you is you want a man who is earning in the top 3% in this country.
Right.
That's fine. But due respect, most women want him. And what are you doing to outperform the hundreds, thousands of women who are trying to get him?
I am. So how do the men in my inbox that make 6 figures that are doctors and lawyers.
Have you seen any W-2s? How do you know what they make?
Okay, that's asking for a fight. All right, Tawana, where did you write this information down from? Okay. Then when there was 1 hour and 35 minutes, y'all know what? I cannot find what the heck Look, I'm gonna just tell y'all what I wrote down because I can't find it when I'm going backwards in time. So an image consultant is employed to give advice. He said he's an image. Yeah, he said he was both. At the beginning, he said he is a men's image and a life coach. That's what he said that he is. Go way back to the beginning to when he introduced himself. So you said an image consultant is employed to give advice about ways to improve the public image of an individual, organization, and etc. And a life coach is a person who counsels and encourages clients on matters having to do with careers or personal challenges. Thank you for that, because that's also a part of my point on what I had a problem with as I watch him. And so since I'm not playing the thing anymore because I can't find it, so in his list, he also talked about he said that a high value woman is excited in some other word. I don't remember his exact word, but then he said excited as a child or as a puppy. Please tell me, how is that a great choice of words? That is so not a great choice of words. A woman is to not act like a doggone puppy. And again, I'm not a man, but a lot of these things that he said in this list, like the list itself, some of it does make sense. Some of it, my husband and I have talked about. But for it to be a high value woman, I don't think that's right. That's not accurate. It does not equal the list that he has for a high value man. Now, if he wants to say that these are the things that are maybe a highly sought after woman or a desirable woman or something like that, but it does not equal. When he wants to look at the definition of words, no, it's not high value, because a woman should not have to have great value to a man to make her a valuable woman, but a man has to earn a lot of money to make him valuable. So no, that does not go. But the excitement. So yes, that is something that my husband and I have talked about. If he shares his dreams with me and his goals and stuff like that, yeah, I should be excited. I should be able to be readily available to support that, to push him on what he has to do. But to act like a puppy, and when he described the wonders of a child, if you watch it, the way he described a dumb person. A dumb person. Children don't look at it and go, oh, wow, it's a glass. No, you are to look at something with the wonders of a child, to not be afraid of anything, to give something your all, to have an excitement. What he was describing, that is not the same thing. So women who are watching him and then you believe that what he's saying is right, please take another look at that. And listen to the advice of how someone else would put that to you, because he is not saying that to you correctly. He also was saying that a high value woman, when you are dating someone, you would give up your social media and you would change your phone number. No, that's no. That does not make you a high value. That does not show that you're not high value. And why, as he speaks further, why would men be asking to take a DNA test for their children when you're dating? That means y'all already got a problem in y'all relationship. I don't care nothing about if he was trying to use an analogy or anything like that. When you are dating, why would I change my phone number? For what? Even if I get married, why am I changing my phone number? Now, if we want to have a conversation about if there has been infidelity, or if we want to talk about a particular person has been problematic in our relationship, let's talk about that. What's up, bruh? I wanted you to get in. I wanted you specifically to be in on this conversation because I did not enjoy this episode. Though this is the only episode I've ever watched from him. But I definitely want to hear your thoughts. So also, as I'm looking at his whole scene in this particular episode, right? I'm looking at it all as being superficial. People are like, what he says is the truth. You just can't take what he's saying. What's with the whole lighting and the unlighting of the candles and the placing it here and the placing it there? That's a distraction, okay? That whole environment, that whole aura, that's a therapeutic aura that one would do. I need to relax you. I need to dim the lights. We need to be able to, have a conversation. But what I saw and what I felt was, let me get you calm, get your defenses down so that I can say all these stupid things that he's saying. Like that just didn't go. That did not sit well with me at all because it's microaggressions. Especially the whole thing of being like a puppy. But I'm gonna say it to you nicely. If I play some slow music and light some candles, but I tell you that you're not a high value woman because when the man shares his ideas with you and you don't come wagging at him, no. So that was definitely the next thing that I had to say. Then he's saying that so with the women, he's rating their beauty versus rating the man's money. All that to me is bull crap. That's just a bunch of bull. And that's pretty much like a repeat. But as we're going through the show, that's what he is doing. Okay. But to me, and the conversations that I have had with my husband and with men who I find valuable, their value is in themselves. To me, a man does not have to make $100,000 a month to be high value. Their value comes in their legacy. That's the word, legacy. And what are they teaching the next generation? This guy can be the freaking garbage truck man, or what do we call him? Custodial engineer. He could be that and be a high value man. Does that mean there's 1,000 women chasing him? No. But if that man can come and he can teach the whole community on valuing your money, valuing women, all these things that he talked about, being respectful, all of that, that man does not need to make $100,000 to be valuable to me at all. So that list, again, let me dim the lights. And let me tell you that you need to go seeking this man who's making them $100,000. And then when he was, I'm getting ahead of myself. Don't want to do that. Okay, from what I get from his videos, he is telling women what high value men want in a wife. That may be from that other video, but in this one specifically about what is a high value woman, that is not what he was saying. Not at all. That's not the video that I was asked to watch. I wasn't asked to watch high value men. High value woman. He straight up started off talking about what a high value man is and high value women. And he started off saying that she has to be of value to men. So no, not at all. Garbage men make good money. I don't know how much they make. I don't know. But he said that they have to make $100,000 a month. And they have to have been doing this for 3 to 5 years to be a high value man. So to me, again, I don't care how much money you make. This is why I say he's problematic. It isn't simply about him hanging up on people. That was originally my whole thing. But after I had that conversation with my bruh, I understand why he hangs up on people. But after I sat 2.5 hours, this is why he's problematic. He wants to keep you calm and tell you a bunch of stupid crap. This is crap. So, since those of you who are watching who actually do watch his videos, I need you to tell me, before he started talking, he played this video. So I don't know if this is one of his sponsors. I don't know, but he showed a video and it was a split screen and it was this girl. She was just twerking. It was saying money, 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 something, and she was twerking. I don't know what's the point of that video. Each video is supposed to stand alone, and you're supposed to understand what is going on. So in a video that is talking about high value women, why am I watching a video of a girl twerking? That did not make sense to me at all. So tell me, big bro. I didn't follow. Does he do this in every single video? Is this a person who sponsors him on Patreon, or did he just didn't check the flow of his show that day because a high value woman, but I'm gonna watch this girl twerk? Nah, don't go. Why does he hang up on people? He hangs up on people because they're not listening. Just to be plain and simple. To be plain and simple, they're not listening. So the virals that I have listened to, they're cutting him off. They're not letting him make his point. But today, what I was watching, the girl, the one person that he did hang up on and he allowed her to call back was because she was trying to change the narrative of the show. And I know even on Sirius XM, Joe Madison, he does that too. So there's a different reasons, but the whole umbrella is because they're not listening, and he's trying to take control of his show. I think you have to ask who do you want to look most valuable to? These are women who can't find a husband or keep a husband. For the women he's talking to, they want to know what makes them high value to the men they want to find. Look, that maybe. But if each video is to stand alone and you're running down a list that says this is what makes a woman high value, then you're talking to everyone. Anyone who happens to tune in because of the subject, the title of the show, you're telling me that I am not high value, number one, if I am not of value to a man. I'm not going to run down his whole entire list because, like I said, the list itself is something that my husband and I have spoken about. And the list itself, I do kind of, I agree that you should be able to readily support your husband emotionally, that he should be able to come home in peace, that you should be, whatever else he said, but it's things that I know that my husband and I have talked about. She wasn't really twerking. She was more like dancing. Okay, twerking versus dancing, whatever. I know that pretty much that is just how we dance in our culture. It's the same, but come on, bruh. She had cleavage She had booty cheeks out. Again, yes, in another culture, there's nothing wrong with that. But if the topic is high value woman, why is that video appropriate? So again, unless she is a sponsor of his, I found that to be out of taste. It didn't flow for me. I guess he's saying they are not highly valued when they twerk. I don't know if that's what he was saying. So he does do it every show. Okay. So my question is, why do people even call if they don't like what he is saying when even giving him the views? Well, so again, this is only one show that I've watched from beginning to end. They are listening. He is giving pretty good advice, but he loses the point. So let me keep going before I run out of time. He does give pretty good advice. So next we go right into the callers. He goes right into the callers. So there's one woman, it's as if he was waiting for her to start degrading herself before he literally started having an actual conversation with her. And I didn't appreciate that, because if you are a life coach, you shouldn't wait for that person to start tearing themselves down before you start engaging with them. So the first person, she's only 25. And so he should know that she's not done developing in her brain yet. And so he also starts playing the biological clock. Where's her clock running out at 25? That doesn't go together. She's not about to run out of time. In the whole scheme of what he is saying about, if you're waiting around to date people and other women happen to get to him first, you will lose out. I get that whole general idea, but again, she's only 25. She's not gonna run out of time. She's not. But the fact that she's not getting it and she hasn't met these things, her brain isn't done developing. No one's brain is done developing until they're 27 years old. At least they're still in adolescence. So no, that doesn't go. I know he's an image consultant, but he also said he's a life coach in the beginning. That's what he said. So, and Mimi said he doesn't do it without being disrespectful. And that's what I saw. I saw it being microaggressive. Was he yelling? No. Was he calling people out of their name? No. He wasn't doing any of that. It was a calm environment and all of that. But he's saying stuff that isn't true. And he's telling you that you need to act like a darn puppy and act like a child. No, I don't agree with that. He on another call, he seemed to be chasing bragging rights with his women. I don't remember what that meant, but I wrote it down. It was something that he said with the caller. I forgot what he said. Then the next caller, and that was the one. She's a constant caller. She calls a lot. So he started the whole thing with the attitude already. Hey, you should be starting each call and each day the way, start fresh. So he was already starting an attitude before he even brought her up on the phone lines. And so, yes, Mimi, this is one. She was trying to change the narrative. She started talking about colorism, right? And he didn't like that. So he hung up on her, made his point that he needed to make, and she was able to come back on the phone. Now, he was making some valid points to her, but then he lost it because he started going off on the rails, and then he also started to go into an area that's not his expertise. Once he started to tell her that she needed therapy, that's where he should have just left it. He should have left it there and not follow her down a rabbit hole. So his whole thing of he likes to give people basically their own line to hang themselves with, that doesn't work. Because this young woman, which I believe she was 22, and she's dating white men. And so his whole point, what he was trying to get her to understand was, you're dating a white guy who is average, but you have a problem with black men, be it high value or whatever, but you don't have enough experience with all men, with black men, to make your point. But she has issues within her own family, her own self, and he should have left it there and then veered the show back to what he's trying to talk about. But once you start trying to go down the therapy train and you're not a therapist, you lose it. You lose the whole point. So he lost me. All those good nuggets that he was trying to give to her, they're lost. Also, because she's 22. So you steadily trying to beat a dead horse on a 22-year-old whose brain is not developed. It doesn't work. So this is what I also say he lost. This particular person, she told him that she has a biology degree and her goal is to become a pediatric primary care doctor. As a life coach, this was his golden opportunity right there to influence her to do otherwise. Why would you take a biology degree and lower yourself? So if we're talking about high value women, nothing on doctors, because I can't be a doctor. I can't go to school that long. I'm not trying to do any of that stuff. But a biology degree is something totally different and more valuable in my eyes, but then a general practice doctor degree is not just a simple medical degree. So he should have veered her into saying she should go do something more in biology. She should go be some type of geneticist or something like that. How many people right now are trying to find out, how many people, since he brought up DNA tests earlier in the conversation, she could be helping people with DNA testing. There's so many people who's trying to find their roots. And she's Black. He was talking to a Black person. We need more Black people in that field. Do we need more Black doctors, period? Why, yes, we do. But why wouldn't you take your skills as a life coach and veer that woman down that path instead of trying to be a therapist and putting her and her whole family's business out there on life, on Front Street like that in YouTube? Like, he lost me on that one. He lost me. So Mimi say he wants you to act like a white woman when you get married. Before you even get married is what he was doing. So, we got Kevin Samuel's defense for us, huh? So what this means? She does, it does what? I overtalk this comment. So what does that mean? I don't understand. She does and it does. She paid that woman the twerking video. She contributes to him. So it says he wants you to act like a feminine woman and shouldn't be attributed to a white woman, but because Black women have lost that part of themselves when it seems like it is what we have to look to. It's like when people say you're talking white when you're just speaking properly. You have to explain that one to me, because I don't see that. In that particular episode, I don't watch him, so I can't take other episodes. In this episode, I didn't see that. So you're gonna have to explain that one to me. And Big Bro, you talking about she called in. Yeah, she called in. But does that mean that now we're gonna talk about something that I'm not licensed to talk about? No, keep making your point in what it is that you're trying to make a point about. When you say that person needs therapy, stick with that. Let's just stick with that. You say, I know you got some problems, you got issues that you need to work on, but you need therapy. I'm not a therapist. And that's it. This is the time where he's supposed to hang up on people. If you're going to hang up on people, do it then. Do it right then. Then the last thing that I had, because I do have a client, is that life coaches do not need photos or body info about people. Okay? Unless they're giving information about diet, sleep, and exercise. And that's not what he's doing. So as I said in the beginning, life coaches like Iyanla Vanzant, David Goggins, and all these other people, they're not sitting around here asking you, let me see what you look like. Even if you're trying to, give relationship and all that other stuff, he doesn't need to be asking, what do you look like? What's your body weight? What's this? What's that? No, relationship. Just talk about darn relationships. So that's what I saw. I don't need to know what you look like. I don't need to know what's your height, weight, and all that, because I'm not about to give you advice on how to go to sleep. I'm not about to tell you what your blood pressure should be and all of that stuff. If I'm just telling you that I think in order to be a valuable man and a valuable woman, that this is what you should do, that communication is the key. To be loyal is the key. To have peace in your home is the key. All these things that he had on his list, they are true. They are of value. But to be asking people what they look like, rate yourself from 1 to 10, how is that helpful? So I thank y'all for joining me, dropping in a few comments. I would have done this later, but I had two clients that I normally don't see clients in the evening. But I definitely wanted to go ahead and get this out. So if y'all got other videos that y'all want me to comment on, or we want to come back and we want to revisit this one or some other ones, y'all please drop me some more comments, send me some links, join me on that other YouTube page, RealRam TLee on YouTube, and the YouTube page itself. I look forward to chatting it up with y'all some more. I will have some more going on in my lives, some goodies going on, and all that. So please continue to leave me some comments that I can go back and review when the live is over. I'll check them after I get done with my two clients. Y'all know the deal. Y'all know what's going on. Go ahead and play that outro for y'all. I hope y'all enjoy your day. I hope that you enjoyed today's episode. I would like to thank my guests for joining me, or simply thank you for watching the pre-recorded episode. No matter what your birth order is, how you self-identify, and whether you like pancakes or waffles. If this is the first time you're hearing it today, I want you to know that you are loved. You were put here for a purpose that only you can fulfill. Until next time, take care of yourself. Be sure that you like and share the videos, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notifications bell. This is RealRam out.